What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome back for another episode of Cities Skylines. Last episode left you guys with a time lapse of this cute little lake that I built in here in the farming district. This was actually a suggestion by one of you guys, so I didn't do it right away, but it's there now, and it looks quite good, if I may say so myself. Maybe a little bit more beautification with trees, a couple of more of farming areas over here, and we can make it look even nicer. But enough of that, we've got some work to do. So if we take a look, our industrial demand is through the roof. So we have to go ahead and zone a little bit more industrial to begin the episode off with, and we'll do that for now. While we let that build up, I wanted to do like a little health check, like a temperature check, if you will, and take a look at everything. So power-wise, we're doing very good. Water, not too shabby. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna add 2 more of those, and we'll activate this as well. And I'm doing that simply because I didn't want to run into the problem of shortage of water in the future once we start zoning a lot more. Garbage, we are doing fantastic. And I don't think we really need to do anything. One thing that I do want to do is, and let's see, why don't we come over here, I think. I want to provide another recycling center over here on this end of town, and I think that'll be an okay space for it. So we'll leave that there. Perfect, we are good to go. Healthcare. Let's take a look and see if we're doing a good job keeping our citizens happy. I do see we're having some dead bodies around the city. But healthcare wise, I mean, as of now, we only have a small clinic there and a hospital there. We're actually lacking service up here. What I am going to do is go ahead and activate all of these cemeteries. That'll make these folks very happy. But what we are also going to do is we're going to provide, let's see. How about a small clinic down here next to the police station? There we go. That'll be just fine for now. And that provides a good amount of coverage up this way. How about a clinic over here as well? Not without destroying a pathway, so we'll put, oh my goodness, look at all these folks. Hello, welcome. They must have just gotten off the train. Yeah, there's a train leaving right now. So we're doing okay on healthcare there. I'm thinking that we can get away with one more right there, just so we have ample coverage everywhere over here in this area. We don't have to worry about it too much. So healthcare wise, we are good. Fire protection. We're good over here in this area. Again, we are lacking up here. So why don't we do kind of the same thing and put a fire station right there that'll make these folks nice and happy. I'm gonna put one right there. If you guys remember, we did have that one fire happening over here. Let's see, we have a small fire station there. How about another one there? I think that'll do for now. Police station wise, crime wise, I think I'm okay with 2 police stations over there, a couple over here. I don't think we have too much crime to worry about in our city, so we'll leave that as it is. Schools, wow, Elementary school, we do need more. So we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 schools for 30,000 population. And we need more. So let's go ahead and put a elementary school right there. Let's use another one of these, and how about somewhere over here? And I think this is a good place for it right there. Perfect. We'll leave that alone for now. High schools, we do need more of those. Alright, here is a good spot for a high school. Right there. And let's see. I do want to place one more. And why don't we come back over here to this area and kind of place it right there, where it's accessible to both sides of the neighborhood. So I think we're good there. Go back into healthcare. I want to check and see the. We have 8 cemeteries over here. However, we have 0 crematoriums. So I'll go ahead and place one there. How about another one just right here? And I think we can squeeze one more. And that one more is gonna go. I don't really want to destroy that pathway there. Oh, look at that. Perfect. I know it's not the perfect spot for it, right next to the university and the schools and everything, but actually no, I don't. I don't want it there. I'm sorry. I know I wouldn't want to go to school right next to a crematorium, and if you guys saw, like here, we'll place it right here. Look at all the smoke coming out of this thing. That's the smell of burning bodies. There's no way that I could focus on schoolwork while that smell is around. That's just me though. Public transport, we haven't touched on this in a while, and I think we may come back to it later in this episode. Park-wise, we are doing extremely well. So everybody's nice and green, except for these folks over here. And to them, we can provide a small playground over here somewhere. How about right there? Let's see if that makes them happy. Somewhat, and I think it will be enough to get them to level up to at least level 3. A little bit of crime happening, but cops are on their way. Not sure what he did there. They're there. Got him. Alright, so now we are back over here in this area, and there's a reason that I'm here. Not sure if I mentioned to you guys before, but I do want the IT cluster buildings over here in this area, kind of like towards or in between here. So that's exactly what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go ahead and make a little district. Actually, I'll put them over here on the inside. Let's see. There we go, something like that right there, and we can even come to about there. I like it. Okay, we do have to assign the IT cluster policy to this new district over here. And we do have quite a bit of demand for industrial, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to zone this and this for now. Just to kind of see how it transfers over here and what the buildings look like once they're zoned. The game on 3 speed. While we're waiting for those, I do want to zone, or not zone, but place some trees over here in this area as well. Put our brush on super high and go at it. And looks like we do have our very first building coming in. So we'll do that right there. Wow, that's a big one. And there we have another one coming up right next to it. Oh, that's a little guy. Don't want that guy. I want him to be as tall as possible. 2 the same ones, okay. What is this building over here? That's still a little too small. We need big buildings. Let's go ahead and allow for more buildings to zone in here, and we'll do that for now and just kind of keep an eye on them and see what all comes in. I know this is not nearly enough to satisfy our industrial or jobs demand, so however, we do have some folks complaining over here for not enough workers, so I think we're going to let that settle before we zone any more over over in the oil district. Where am I? There I am, right here. I just really love these buildings. We can even come over here and zone out to about there. And right there, not right there though, don't want anything there. Oh, that's gonna look really nice, especially if we put some low density commercial over here. Alright, let's do that, and we'll kind of see how that plays out. Commercial wise though, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up everything that we have over here. Looks like residential zone. We do have to finish that up, and I think that's gonna be all for this area over here, except for more commercial right there, and then here well, let's go ahead and put in more residential. Actually, are we within the same district? Let's take a look. We are. We absolutely are. So let's actually zone some regular offices here. They're gonna come in looking just like these buildings right here, the European style buildings. And we'll leave that alone. I do have to get back into the Metro Mem Plaza and zone out the rest of the commercial there, which I promise we are gonna get to. There we go. Let's take a look over here. Oh, that's gonna look really nice. I'm just not a fan of many buildings of the same like zoning right next to each other, kind of like these two right here, and these 4 right here. They are tall though. They're super tall, and that's what I like about them. We'll leave them for now. We are definitely gonna leave them for now. I think we do have enough electricity to transfer power to these guys over here, and I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. Might as well activate this over here as well, and we can even go ahead and activate the Statue of Liberty. We do need to provide power to the big lady here, so We'll do that right there. And voila. Not a single happy face around. Oh well. My lake, it's flooding. Looks like I didn't do enough fine tuning over here. One thing that I knew was going to be an issue is that I put 3 of these water outflow pipes, or actually 2 are there now. So we're gonna go ahead and remove one of them. What I didn't show you guys in the time lapse is I went ahead and I connected the water towers to the water outflow pipe. Both of these over here as well, and I kind of made this like a standalone system coming out all the way over here. But then what I did is I went ahead and I ran the pipe, and you can tell it's that pipe because it doesn't have sewage connected to it, and that's coming all the way out over here, and it's dumping some of that water. So I'm thinking, and I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but we're going to put a sewage outflow pipe there and see if that helps some of that water get out of there. And here we have the trucks. Actually, no, that's not them. I know some of those trucks are going to come by and suck up all the water, which they're welcome to come and visit. I know any lake that you build that you want it to be like a self-sufficient lake, if you will, and stay there for a while. It's going to require some fine-tuning. I even did a tutorial on one of these. Feel free to check it out, but it depends on the size of the lake, how many water outflow pipes you have, and how many water pumping stations you have, just to kind of determine that exact size, kind of like the even level of where it should be or where it needs to be in order for the lake to stay full the whole time. So we'll let that play out and kind of see what happens. We'll be back either this episode or later next episode to check it out and see if that hasn't fixed itself yet. But boy, this industrial demand is crazy. I don't think we checked on university. University for now is good. We do have this one over here to activate, and we are going to get to that once we zone a little bit more there in that area. And this is starting to look real good. I like it, especially with all the trees that we have going on here in between, and then whatever we end up zoning in this area. I think that's going to look real nice. There's an additional thing that I wanted to do, and that's going to be creating a district over here for this residential area. And let's go ahead and get into that right now. We're just gonna make it kind of blah. Like that, and as you guys know, I always like to go back and kind of fine-tune everything, or make the district look as nice as we can. The lines, I mean. Again, this would have been 10 times easier had the game been fixed the way it should have been, and this actually snapped to roads like it used to. Because before, you don't have to spend so much time fine-tuning a district like you do now. But we'll leave it there. What I do want to specialize in this particular district here is the European suburbia. And that's what we're gonna have here. If you guys don't have the DLC yet, that'll give you a a good chance to take a look and see what that particular district looks like. Because I know European suburbia is separate from Green City, so you do have to pay additional to get one of those. And then over here, we're gonna make, what just happened? Did we win another game? Did we miss it? Of course we did. Yep, everybody's leaving. Guys, we have won 2 of 2 games. Our team's doing fantastic. Look, our budget's even in the positive right now. And look at all these folks leaving. Wow. Maybe we'll catch the next one. But you know what? To try and keep the win streak going, I'm gonna turn on this policy here. Subsidize youth by spending more, or by spending money on training young players. The team has increased odds to win. Applies to all stadiums. Costs 9,000 per week, and I think this is 9,000 per week per stadium. So we're gonna do that to make it easier for fans to get to the stadium. Public transport is free on match days. Increased amount of visitors raises the odds of winning matches. Sure, why not? And this one, match security. Hire security staff to patrol around the stadium, keeping the crime low. Cost 500 per week. Is that 500 per week while we have the game that week, or for the whole month, or whatever it is that it lasts, or the whole or every week of the year? Nevertheless, we're playing with unlimited money, so let's go ahead and activate it in hopes that it'll help us win more games. So let's go ahead and get back to what I was doing over here before we were, I don't want to say rudely interrupted by the win of the game, but interrupted nevertheless. Over here, we're going to have a commercial zone, and that commercial zone is going to have the European policy on it. I'm hoping that it'll work out that way. So let's see, gotta go into districts here, click on it, European. So that's where we're gonna have there. Over here, I kind of want to get to activating the their harbor already, and let's go ahead and zone some commercial there. That should pop up here rather quickly. We're gonna go ahead and activate this guy right away, and then we're gonna come over here and finally activate the Alexander G International Airport. I've been waiting to activate this for a while. I think at 31,000 people we should be good to go. Perfect. Now all we have to do is wait for some planes to come through and bring in some people. And this is going to take a little bit to zone connect the power, which I'm a-okay with. Coming back over here to our lake, looks like it has settled down and even dipped down a little bit. So I think that's a good improvement. We'll keep on keeping an eye on it and see where it goes. That industrial demand, man, that's still not going down. So let's go ahead and zone a little bit more farming over here in this area right here to kind of help offset that a little bit. And we still have to get into the forestry industry over here. I haven't touched that since I designed the area way back when. Apparently this guy is activated. Not sure when I did that, but let's go ahead and put or provide some power there. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and put one of these road maintenance depots over here. That's actually gonna just help us transfer power, hopefully. Maybe not. Ugh, Alright, there we go. How about that? That should help there. Put one of those guys there, help keep all the traffic moving and the roads all nice and clear over here in this area. And it seems like nobody wants to work in the oil industry yet. I don't think they have a choice. We're not zoning any more IT clusters or offices or anything of that sort until that is all settled. And check it out, we have our first airplane departing. It's got only 12 passengers on it. I was hoping to see one come in and see what kind of volume they're bringing in right after we've activated the airport, and there we go, we got our first one. Let's grab them and see. 181 passengers. That is awesome. Let's make sure that we have our metro line still connected over here. And we do. And they can come as far as right there for now. And you know what? While we're at it, I know I just said that we're not going to zone anymore office or IT cluster areas for now, but I want to do a combo here. I want to do a combination of two districts. They are going to be the IT cluster and leisure. Let's do that. IT cluster and leisure. I've decided we're going with it. So we'll put an IT cluster area there. Another one there. Here, we're going to put leisure. There we go, and then we're going to repeat like so. And we'll leave this and we'll zone this a little bit later. I am going to go ahead and activate all of these beautiful parks. Actually, we'll go ahead and get rid of two of those. Here we're going to put in a firehouse, just like so. And then we can even go old school with the police station and put one right there. This way, we can activate that metro stop. We'll even activate these two, and I actually don't even think that we have the monorails hooked up just yet, so let's go ahead and connect them as well. There we go, so we'll start this one here. As you guys can see, you cannot cross between the two, so we do have to stay over here on this side. I do want to come over here with it, and then let's see, how about there, and then we're gonna come back over here. Let's do the same exact thing on this side, right there. Come in the center and come right back right there. Perfect. There's only one metro line coming through here, and that we're gonna change. From there to there. And where do we go? There we are. What happened? What happened to my metro line? Okay, there. And there. And back. Okay, I think we are good to go. I am actually going to put a line from here over here into the leisure area as well. And then back. Hopefully it's not going to be too many or too much congestion right there. So we'll see. And I think we'll leave it alone for now. Here we have another airplane coming in. I do want to flag this guy down as well and kind of see how our airport is doing. 148. We have only 16 passengers serviced last week, which I don't think it's tallied up all the folks that have come through so far. So we'll go ahead and put the game on 3-speed, kind of see where we're at with everything. A little bit of crime, a little bit of not enough workers. The not enough workers, we're gonna solve that by starting to zone a little bit more over here. And I think we're gonna do that right now. Let's go ahead and start with one of these beautiful new parks that we were given, the Tropical Garden. We're gonna put that guy right over here. And then, let's see, power-wise, I've got to put something over here. I'll put an additional... No, it's going to be too loud over there on that side. I'll put this guy here, and check that out. Just transferred power over, which is awesome. Let's make sure that Laurel Park, yep, European Suburbia. Alright, let's go ahead and start zoning. Gonna grab our small brush, kind of get some of these homes to come in right there. I think right there for now should be just a-okay. I do want a school over here in this area. And we are gonna go with the European themed school. And I'm really hoping we can squeeze another one of the, or not another one, but these things are just absolutely gigantic. You can't really put them anywhere. How about if we adjust that road to right about there? Can I make it a little bit straight and then see if we can place the school there? And voila, we sure can. Perfect. Over here on the center, I do want a fire department. There we go, we'll put one right there. How about a police station? There we go. Maybe even a clinic. Yep. Alright, I think that'll not right there. Let's put that one right there for now. There we go. Power has transferred. I am excited to go ahead and get everything over here activated as well. There we go. Perfect, and these folks are gonna beg to move in here now. Let's go ahead and do that. Not quite that much. Right there, we'll stop the zoning to right about there. I don't want to zone anything there. I do want some houses. I actually don't want any houses right in front of the high school. So let's put in some of these smaller homes right there. I am gonna go ahead and put in the basketball court as well as the tennis court there. And then for the little kiddos here in the elementary school, we're gonna give them How about a bouncy castle? There we go. Think that'll work just a-okay for now. Couple of abandoned buildings here. No biggie. The good news is, not that one. Good news is that everybody is staffed except for right there. I'll be nice and provide a little bit more for the demand right there. I think this area is going to look really nice after it's zoned in. Look, we have a ton of people visiting already. Look at all these cars. Build it and they will come, right? That was really cool. I don't know if you guys saw this station wagon or jeep or whatever it is just drove through off the road through the grass and onto the parking spot there. All right. Very cool. Very cool indeed. There is a couple more things that I want to do before we finish up the episode, and that is place more trees over here. And let's see if we can get any more of them to fit there. How about some trees there? A little bit more over here on the other side. This is actually technically a zonable area. Yep. So we can let's do a 3x3 on either end right there and see what comes about there. I do want to finish up the IT cluster portion there. Trees wise, we're going to finish up this end here. Next, we're going to go check in on our lake and see how that's doing. That's actually doing pretty good. Not bad. We may have figured out a good combination. But watch, as soon as I say that, next episode we're either going to be over flooded or it's going to be dried up all the way. We are having some issues over here, which is not a problem now that we have some residential demand. I understand the need for workers, so we can continue zoning. Right there for now, we're going to put the game on 3 speed, and then we're going to do a little bit more checking in. So electricity is good, fire and safety is good, I believe, everywhere. Healthcare, we already touched on that. Population, not too much. Land value. Land value is always intriguing. Super high over here, since we have ample coverage of all city services. Okay over here, not quite as good up here, even though these guys have all the breathtaking views of what is going to be a really good looking city down below. Levels wise, the darkest colors are the ones that I'm looking for, and these are pretty much almost all there. Transport, we'll touch into that on another episode. Roads are all pretty much green as far as the other road maintenance depot. I think after we activate this one, we're going to be in really good shape. Garbage is good. Wind, I never really cared much about that. Noise pollution. Noise pollution in green cities is actually going to be a very big thing, so we are going to have to touch or keep an eye on that in the near future district wise. Radio coverage, let's go ahead and place one of these. Antennas, I think a good fit for it would be right there. We can even go ahead and get one kind of right over here. How about one there? There we go. Perfect. One right over here I think should do the trick. I actually think we can fit, yep, we sure can. A large one right there. Wow. Put another one of those right there. And that actually pretty much covers up the whole city. I think for now we can get away with one right there as well. Still don't know exactly what we're gonna build there. This over here, we'll leave that for another episode. Let's go back into our info views, escape routes. I have 0 of these, so that's something that we're gonna have to touch on in one of the future episodes as well. Destruction here, we're good. We haven't really had any natural disasters come through. Disaster detection, I think we're okay for now. We could use, let's see here, an earthquake sensor. How about one right there? I really don't think that we're gonna have any tsunamis, but better safe than sorry, right? So we'll do 2 more of those, and we can go back into info views, and we're pretty darn good. Heating, nothing. Natural resources, not really a big focus in this particular series. Terrain height, oh man, I still gotta get into over here and work on that. Look at all those trees that I still have not removed out of the water. Again, this is the Black Woods map, and then I just went one little overboard as far as terraforming goes, so I ended up sinking some of these trees and never got around to cleaning them up. So we'll actually, that did the trick pretty well. Pollution, we do have some pollution happening over here in this area, naturally over here in the oil area, but that's about all. Not a whole lot of pollution in our city here. Traffic routes, we're not gonna mess with that just yet. Traffic is doing good. Not the best, not the worst. 76% right now. We don't have too many traffic jams in our city, as you can see. Actually, this one could get a little bit better. Oh boy, this one over here as well. I'm gonna have to look into this and see if this is just all the folks that are moving into the newly developed areas or what. But we'll get into that on a different episode. Outside connections, we're not gonna worry about that now. Leisure is pretty good, pretty much everywhere. I think I've got to place a park or 2 over here, and I think we'll be good. Happiness overall, residents are at 87, commercial 75, offices 96, which are currently the happiest folks in our city, and the industrial happiness is at 92. Pretty good. Education, very good. Elementary, high school, and university. Again, we do have to get into zoning a little bit more over here in this area so we can activate this university here. Crime is okay, 8%. I'm pretty okay with that myself. We do have a jail now, and we have 188 folks residing in this 5-star restaurant over here. Actually, criminals in prison are 115 out of 500. And water we're doing just a-okay for now. It's coming along really well. Thank you guys again for watching. We're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. as always, guys, be the best that you can be in everything that you do. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.